Hello friends, welcome to our next reading. We're going to be in 2 Samuel and heading over to chapter 6, and we're going to be reading verses 1 through 19. All right, the theme of this passage is the ark brought to Jerusalem. So grab your Bibles, read along with me again, 2 Samuel 6, and we're going to be reading 1 through 13. All right, let's get started. The ark brought to Jerusalem. David again brought together all the able young men of Israel, 30,000. He and all his men went to Blah, in Judah, to bring up from there the ark of God, which is called by the name of the Lord Almighty, who is enthroned between the cherubim and the ark. They set the ark of God on a new cart and brought it from the house of Abinadab, which was on the hill. Uzzah and Ahio, sons of Abinadab, were guiding the new cart with the ark of God on it, and Ahio was walking in front of it. David and all Israel were celebrating with all their might before the Lord, with castanets, harps, lyres, timbrels, sistrums, and cymbals. When they came to the threshold floor of Nacon, Uzzah reached out and took hold of the ark of God, because the oxen stumbled. The Lord's anger burned against Uzzah because of his irreverent act. Therefore, God struck him down, and he died there beside the ark of God. Then David was angry because the Lord's wrath had broken out against Uzzah, and to this day that place is called Perez Uzzah. David was afraid of the Lord that day and said, "How can the ark of the Lord ever come to me?" He was not willing to take the ark of the Lord to be with him in the city of David. Instead, he took it to the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. The ark of the Lord remained in the house of Obed-Edom and the Gittite for 3 months, and the Lord blessed him and his entire household. Now King David was told, "The Lord has blessed the household of Obed-Edom and everything he has because of the ark of God." So David went to bring up the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom to the city of David with rejoicing. When those who were carrying the ark of the Lord had taken 6 steps, he sacrificed a bull and a fattened calf. All right. Go back through that passage and look at our Comma Quick Start Guide, different ways to think about this passage. Think about what was happening at the time that this was written. That's the context. Observations, what do you see? Treats without the vowels. You know the theme is the ark brought to Jerusalem. Are there repeating words or phrases? Are there truths about God? Is there something striking, something that stood out to you that happened in this passage that maybe you weren't expecting? The message, what is God saying? Is there a sin to confess? Is there a promise to claim in this passage? How about an example to follow? Is there a command to obey? And the S inspects, the second S inspects. Is there a statement about God, something that you know about God that's true after reading this passage? Think about those things. The M in comma, that first M is meditate, or that second M is meditate, and the A in comma is application. How are you going to apply it to your life? What are you going to do now that you have read this passage? So think about all those things, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.